friends, my name is Narasimha and I'm doing my BTech first year of CST group in IRE College. Today, as a part of my AIT concept video, in the topic, in the subject of probability and statistics, which is aware of us, I want to explain a new topic named recurrence formula for the binomial distribution. We all are aware of the binomial distribution, which we come across in the probabilities and statistics subject. And for solving the mathematical problems, the binomial distribution will play a crucial role for solving the problem and for getting the possible solution of the event. And today I was saying about the recurrence formula used in the binomial distribution. First of all, what is binomial distribution? In probability theory and statistics, the binomial distribution with parameters n and p is discrete probability distribution of the number of success in a sequence of n independent experiments, each asking a yes or no question, and each with its own Boolean valued outcomes such as success or failure. A single success or failure experiment is also called as Bernoulli trial or Bernoulli experiment, and a sequence of outcomes is called a Bernoulli process. For a single trial, that is n equals to 1, the binomial distribution is a Bernoulli distribution. Now, in this paragraph, I have mentioned the definition of the binomial distribution and the parameters used in it, such as n and p and q. Here, n represents the number of independent event experiments performed in the events, and p represents the success probability, and q represents the failure probability. As we all know, the sum of all probabilities in an event is equals to 1. By this keyword, we can know in the while solving the problems, if we know the p or q value, then we get other value by subtracting the known value from 1. And here, the single success or failure experiment is also commonly known as Bernoulli trial. And as we increase the number of trials and the number of n, the value of n will be incremented gradually. Next, coming to recurrence formula derivation. First of all, what is recurrence relation means by which we are knowing this topic. A recurrence relation is an equation that defines a sequence based on a rule that gives the next terms as a function of the previous terms. Means, first I will explain the derivation from which the recurrence formula has derived, and next the purpose of the recurrence formula in the solving problems. You have studied that binomial probability function can be represented as p of x is equals to p of capital X is equals to small x, which is further classified as NCR into p power x into q power n minus x. Here we are using n, p and q, where n denotes the number of trials and p denotes the probability of success and q denotes the probability of failure. And we are using the NCR as a combination. Now, treat it as equation 1. If we replace x by x plus 1, we get p of x plus 1 is equals to nc x plus 1 into p power x plus 1 into q power n minus x plus 1. Which means, in the equation 1, we had modified the value of x with x plus 1. And we got another equation, as I said before. And let us treat the equation as number 2. Now, dividing the equation 2 by equation 1, because we had got an equation 2 from the equation 1, which is the equation of the binomial probability function. Now, by dividing equation 2 by equation 1, we'll get p of x whole divided by p of x plus 1 whole divided by p of x is equals to nc x plus 1 into p power x plus 1 into q power n minus x plus 1 whole divided by ncx into p power x into q power n minus x. Next, which will be equals to, as we know, for the classification of combination ncx or ncr is equals to n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. Now we use the same formula for splitting the functions ncx plus 1 and ncx. Ncx plus 1 can be written as n factorial by n minus x plus 1 factorial into x plus 1 factorial. And hence the explained we expressed as n factorial by n minus x factorial into x factorial. Now the equation is further classified as n factorial into x factorial into n minus x factorial by x plus 1 factorial into n minus x minus 1 factorial into n factorial, which is multiplied by p divided by q. And it's further classified as x factorial into n minus x into n minus x minus 1 factorial. Because as we all know, a factorial of a number is expressed as product of numbers from the number to the given value to the decreasing numbers up to 1. Which means, for example, the factorial of 3 means 3 factorial is equals 3 into 2 into 1, which results as 6. The same way, here we are splitting n minus x factorial as n minus x into n minus x minus 1 factorial in the numerator, and in the denominator we are splitting x plus 1 factorial as x plus 1 factorial into x factorial into n minus x minus 1 factorial, and this whole multiplied by p by q. Here it is capital Q. Actually it is small q. And now coming to next point, n minus x. Here in the second step, the n minus x minus 1 factorial and n minus x minus 1 factorial get cancelled, and x factorial and x factorial both get cancelled. And in the next step, last step, we'll get n minus x by x plus 1 into p by q. Now, in the previous equation, while we are dividing equation 2 by equation 1, in the left hand side, the denominator we have p of x. And if we transfer to the right hand side, then at the last step we will get p of x plus 1 is equals to n minus x by x plus 1 whole multiplied by p by q and whole multiplied by p of x, which is the recurrence formula which is used to solve the mathematical problems. And next, why we use which type of recurrence solution to add in our questions? Because by putting x is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3 or so on any number in this equation, we get p1 in the terms of p equals p of 0 or p of 2, p of 2 in the terms of p of 1, and p of 3 in the terms of p of 2, and so on. Thus, if p of 0 is known, we can find p of 1, then p of 2, then p of 3, and so on. The main condition for following this recurrence formula is the p of 0 should not be equals to 0. This is the note, friends. Please note it. And the main purpose of the usage of recurrence formula in the mathematical solving of mathematical problems is, if we want to find the value of p of 1 or p of 2 or p of 3, any number, first of all, we have to find the value of p of 0. And then by using the recurrence formula, we can find easily the other values. So it is the use of recurrence formula. And thank you, friends. I hope my information shared with you is useful for you, and thanks for watching.